I appreciate y'all being here very much. Kind of a typical first game where we're not quite sharp and polished in all areas, but other than that first quarter, I thought we were pretty good. First quarter just looked kind of, like we weren't quite, we weren't firing on all cylinders yet. But that's why it's a long season and you got to play through all of that. But proud of our team, 30 assists on 35 made field goals, which is awesome. And we didn't have a tremendous shooting night, but a good shooting night. We need to shoot free throws better. But the two we had too many turnovers, and I think we got to shoot free throws better. But other than that, really good game. I thought we lost Pili after that first half. And then Gianna went out with a busted lip. She had to get stitches during the game. And then when you saw Kennedy fell. So we got to get healthy before Thursday.
What happened to Alissa?
She got scratched in the eye, and she's at the ER right now. So that's as much as I do right now. Can you open that for me, please?
What happened to Kennedy?
She landed on, she said she landed on a shoe. She got tripped or whatever and fell back and landed on a girl's shoe. So it's probably a bone bruise, we think, right now. We'll see. Thank you.
Just what did you see out of Alissa before she left? 26 points in the first half.
That's decent. It's pretty good. She was too big and strong for them. And, she shot 12 free throws in 15 minutes. Made 10 of them. So, and then she was 7 for 7. She was just too big and strong.
What would you kind of attribute some of the turnovers early to?
I think just, some of the, Maddie Wilkie had a couple turnovers that you could just tell it was her first time playing with us. Just some nervous turnovers, some bad passing. Just, we had 12 at halftime. I don't know how many of those were forced. So just, I think, first game stuff, which that doesn't excuse it, but I think that explains it.
Over the final three quarters, you guys were able to force 25 turnovers, limit Mississippi Valley State to 8 made baskets. What did you do defensively? Where did you adjust after that first quarter to really just shut them down that emphatically?
Yeah. Well, in between first and second quarters, I just challenged our intensity and just our focus. And then at halftime, we made a couple adjustments that what we were getting beat on. We just made a couple easy adjustments, and the players did a good job of figuring that out. So, yeah, I think, honestly, the first half, and credit to Mississippi Valley State, like they came out fearless and ready to play, and they weren't intimidated or anything like that. And that's what happens, that's a good lesson for us. Like, we've got a target on our back, and it doesn't matter who we're playing or what the spread is or who's supposed to win or who's at home or away. We've got to bring intensity for 40 minutes, and I thought we brought it for 30 today.
You changed your entire starting lineup, moved into your second unit. Was that just kind of testing how things work?
Yeah.
Kind of mixing them in?
Yeah, I think, I felt like we were in control. Even in the first quarter, I felt like we just weren't going yet. But, yeah, I want to play a deep bench. I think that pays dividends in March. And so, these guys, everybody needs to get some rhythm and some chemistry playing together. So I'm going to continue doing that as long as I can.
The bench stepped up today. What impressed you from the bench?
Other than Lani, just kidding. Yeah, I think, like, they all did a good job. Deja didn't have a good shooting night, but she brings so much for us. Lani obviously 6 for 7. That's awesome. We didn't have anybody attempt double-digit field goals, which is pretty impressive to score 104 and not have one person attempt. What's the most anyone attempted? 9. It's pretty good. I think just it speaks to our depth, and we got to continue to get better, but we will. And I think it's a luxury to have not only a tremendous starting 5, but tremendous bench play too. That's what separates you.
Gianna, with what Alissa did early in the game, just attacking the paint, getting the line and everything, what did that do to kind of loosen up the perimeter for the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think her just being so dominant on the inside, they kind of have to collapse, and so that obviously makes it a little more open on the wing. So just making extra passes and just lining up when you have an open shot.
I thought G did a great job in the second half, just letting the game come to her. Took what was given and kind of opened it up there a little bit. But the other thing that, like, Ines Vieira on the defensively is just awful for the other team. She's wonderful for us, but awful for the other teams. And she had 6 steals. That's pretty impressive. But those type of plays get us going and get wings like these guys shots.
What was your message to the defense, like, just your team in general, on defense in the second quarter, third quarter offense?
You guys want to take that?
It was just after the first quarter, and we knew it obviously, but our intensity just wasn't where it was at. We had to. It starts on the defensive end, so we had to be put more pressure on them, and just not let them get to their spots, which we were doing, and they were getting those jump shots, and we weren't contesting them very well.
Just take me.
Just to piggyback off of G, I think when we came out, we weren't very intense. Our message that Coach Rob had a very heavy emphasis on was that we need to play Utah basketball. And not only is that offense, but it translates into defense. And I think when we take pride in our defense, which is something that we constantly live by, I think that would help us. That helps us a lot. Yeah.
Gianna, you've obviously been around this game a lot, especially here at Utah. In a season opener like this, I mean, just how much different is that now that the season has started? Is there a difference?
Do we need to do this shuffle?
I don't know.
We do.
Okay. I mean, I think as a competitor, I think what you're asking is we're just excited to play. As soon as you get your schedule out, you obviously have to focus on practice, because if you don't practice well, then the games won't really count. But as a competitor, you want to play, and we've done months of individual skills, team practice. So it's great to get out there and it went by fast actually. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
As a player, how do you pace yourself knowing that you do have high expectations for the season and where you guys want to go?
Yeah, I think for me personally, and I think most of the team, we just try to stay present, get better each day, focus on today, because if we get too ahead of ourselves, then we won't be able to make it where we want to in the March.
Well, what do you plan to focus on before the game on Thursday?
I'd say just learning from that game. What's important is just not starting how we did today, coming out with more intensity, and I think that just starts, like we've said a couple times, just defensively, getting after it, getting rebounds, being able to push, and then being really fluid on offense.
Lani, how much more comfortable do you feel this year than maybe last year?
Honestly, a lot more comfortable. I think that's very apparent. It's very evident. Coach Rob said, she said it before, but I look more confident out there, and in all honesty, I feel a lot more confident. I think I went through the dog days being a freshman. Everyone knows those days, but, now I have an emphasis on my game, and, yeah. Yep.
Again, thank you guys for being here.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it very much. See you Thursday. Hopefully, go Utes.
Go sports.
Go sports.